have 30 minutes a day? Because that's all it takes, 30 minutes a day to learn any language, to unlock your ability to speak and pronounce a second language straight away, to transform your capability to understand a foreign language when it's spoken, to change the way you remember words, phrases, and sentences in the easiest possible way, to slash your learning time dramatically and have fun while you're at it, so you avoid following the mass of people who are suffering daily from language learning frustration, boredom, wasted time, or even worse, paying for expensive software that gets you no further ahead. I'll explain. Hi, I'm Chloe, and in this short presentation, you're going to see what PC Mag has come to call their editor's choice for language learning. Because of how it eliminates the most common problems that come with trying to learn a second language while giving you a straightforward, friendly, and simple-to-use method of mastering real-world conversations in less than 30 minutes a day. And the best part is the breakthrough language and cultural lessons you'll be learning with have been proven effective no matter how old you are or where you're starting from. I know this may sound unbelievable, but keep watching. You'll be glad you did. This is the same system that over 1 million people globally, people just like you, have used to quickly and painlessly fast-track their way to defining moments in their life, relationships, and careers. Moments that wouldn't have been possible unless they had taken action. Just imagine what your life would be like. Being comfortable taking that foreign vacation you've always dreamed of, because now you can talk to the locals without difficulty. Speaking proficiently in any language so that everyday conversation is a breeze. Gaining new job opportunities and possible career advancement when others can't. Boosting your child's confidence at school about learning a second language. Surprising friends and family at social gatherings by revealing your newfound ability. Impressing your date as you order the meal with a perfect accent. Feeling empowered, smarter, and culturally aware by improving yourself. And that's just a few of the ways this breakthrough language learning system has already transformed the lives of others, and how it will do the same for you. This highly effective approach to speaking and understanding a second language is not based on theories or myths about what might work. They are time-tested, proven, scientific steps that, when followed, will provide real results, confidence, and freedom. Will you be one of those who take action? Or will you fall into the sea of people who let another life-changing opportunity slip through their fingers? The choice is yours. And please, just so you understand, it doesn't matter if you've failed at every single attempt to learn Spanish, French, Italian, or any other language in the past. It doesn't matter how little time you have each day or how difficult you think learning a second language is. It doesn't matter if you've tried immersion, college, or university classes that last for years, or private tutors only to find them a waste of time and money. In fact, the worse your previous track record is at learning a language, the more excited I am to introduce this to you. You see, since 2004, the Rocket Express learning system has been quietly astonishing men and women worldwide by helping them unlock their natural ability to absorb, speak, and understand a second language using advanced learning techniques and wildly effective interactive audio tracks that virtually anyone can use to instantly overcome the most stubborn belief that learning a foreign language is difficult, while demonstrating it's not by giving you real-world results. Now, perhaps you've even considered that learning a language was only for a select group of people, those who were smart. Well, I'm here to tell you that you already have a natural ability. You just need to be shown the right steps to take. Now, this might not make Rocket Languages popular with colleges, universities, or those responsible for traditional methods of learning. But when you try the unique Rocket Express learning system, you will realize fast that you don't need to go through years and years of endless embarrassment, years of classroom study, grueling grammar rules, flipping through dictionaries, struggling with sentence structure, or wading through vocabulary lists, just to learn a foreign language. You see, most people work very hard and take lots of action, yet still find they're never able to speak fluently or even grasp anything beyond a few phrases. In fact, when it comes to taking action, I've found that almost everyone attempts to learn a foreign language the hard way. Take the fascinating story of the Kiwi co-founder and CEO of Rocket Languages, Jason Oxenham. You're about to discover why you still can't get ahead, how one idea changed the entire learning community, and more importantly, why this system works so much better than all the others out there. You see, long before Jason joined forces with the team that's made Rocket Languages the award-winning success it is today, Jason suffered through his own fair share of trials, embarrassment, and disappointment. And yet it was these experiences that became the catalyst for the Rocket Express learning system. Upon taking 3 months to cycle around France with his friend Steve, he quickly realized that not only was the language a hurdle, but so were the cultural differences. Within hours of cycling off the ferry at Calais in northern France, they were both nearly run over by a bus because they were riding on the wrong side of the road. Not a great way to start a trip. And that was just the beginning. Even though Steve could speak a little French, Jason struggled. It wasn't long before the locals were laughing at him as he tried to pronounce French words. Now, that might not have been so bad if more French people had spoken English like he assumed they would, but that just wasn't the case, and it wasn't long before the laughter just became irritating and humiliating. It would be an understatement to say that he felt embarrassed and dumb. Now, upon returning to New Zealand, he was determined to learn a new language, but like most people, the desire waned and eventually procrastination won. Maybe you can relate to this? However, a few years later, Jason returned to Paris, this time with his wife. And again he felt foolish hearing one Parisian whisper, "Touriste." Again the feeling of disappointment and stupidity washed over him. But it was that experience that changed his life forever. You see, after this trip, he finally took action. He decided to learn to speak French, but his good intentions only amplified his struggle as he realized that it wasn't fun or easy. Initially, he bought a competitor's product, and despite giving it his best effort, he only remembered learning one phrase, a term that was of no use to him on his return trip to France. The problem Jason found was the competitor's course contained phrases that simply were of no use to him. In fact, that was the only reason he remembered the phrase at all. Now, obviously not wanting to be defeated, he decided to take a French class. But he soon realized that without one-on-one time with the tutor, he wasn't making any headway. It was just awkward and difficult. Plus, he found that he spent more time trying to cram grammar rules into his skull than do anything that was remotely engaging or effective. Eventually, like most people, he simply started believing that maybe the problem wasn't what was being taught to him. Maybe he just wasn't cut out for learning a second language. He thought maybe he should just give up. It probably didn't help that he recognized that he was actually tone-deaf, lacked confidence speaking out loud in a foreign language, and just found the whole learning process too hard. Sound familiar? So what happened next? Well, fortunately for him, and you could say for the entire language learning community worldwide, it was nothing short of revolutionary. Knowing every problem has a solution, and determined to find the right one for other language learners like him, after returning to New Zealand in 2004, Jason shared his experience with his long-term friend and internet entrepreneur buddy, Mark Ling. Mark had been trying to learn Spanish at the local university, and perhaps not surprisingly, he too was struggling to make sense of the poor learning material that was available. After comparing notes, you could say the solution was born out of the frustration over what didn't work for them. Taking into consideration what they knew made learning hard, Mark and Jason decided to create a very specific language learning system that would target and eliminate everything that made it difficult. After enlisting a team of language and technical experts, they went to work and spent the next 12 months researching, developing, honing, and testing the very first Rocket Languages programs for Spanish and French. A highly effective and interactive system that would teach people to speak right from the first lesson and improve their accent easily, understand clearly when they're spoken to, slash their study time by up to 50%, and importantly, ensure that the entire learning process was fun and motivating. Upon the shoulders of this success, many more languages followed, and the glowing feedback from learners and experts around the world started to roll in. For example, Rocket Languages has won awards from PC Mag, Fast 50, Bessie Awards, Fast 500, and many more. Listen to what the New York Times had to say. Rocket Languages will appeal to those who respond to audio-based instruction. The level of instruction is high, and the system performs well enough on small-format devices like an iPhone or Android phone. The service's core feature is its audio tutorials, which are effective. Or what Language Learning and Technology had to say. Rocket Chinese presents an internet-based language learning environment which is extremely friendly, from the helpful words and phrases used in language instruction to the simple user interface. Rocket Chinese offers a favorable language learning environment in a self-contained website that integrates interactive features and inspires users with appropriate resources and materials to foster their learning. By now, though, you might be wondering what is the secret to the award-winning Rocket Express learning system. What has made Rocket Languages head and shoulders above the competition? Why will it work for you when everything else you've tried has failed? Here's the answer. Besides most language learning courses being too hard, too long, too boring, too confusing, too repetitive, and too expensive, the Rocket Languages team recognized that everyone learns differently. Mark found he learned easily when he heard the language. Jason discovered he learned best when he was provided a variety of learning styles. And both of them found it easier when they didn't have to spend longer than 30 minutes studying, and the material was broken down into manageable chunks, which focused on everyday conversation, instead of endless grammar words, sentences they would never use, and only one learning style. In fact, let me share with you the facts behind why the Rocket Express learning system makes learning languages easy for anyone. You see, Jason and Mark discovered some key pieces of scientific research from some highly regarded experts. In George A. Miller's seminal paper, The Magical Number 7, Plus or Minus 2, Some Limits on Our Capacity for Processing Information, they came across the idea of chunking, breaking down large tasks into small, manageable parts to make learning easier and less overwhelming. And in Dr. Stephen Krashen's theory of second language acquisition, they discovered that a low-pressure learning environment and meaningful interaction with willing participants who gave accurate feedback is more effective than being thrown into the deep end, like immersion, where all too often you find yourself drowning in confusion and stress. Then they found Neil Fleming's VARK model, which suggests that everyone favors one of 4 learning styles. Some are visual learners, others auditory, and others kinesthetic. So people learn best using one or a combination of methods by seeing, listening, reading, writing, or doing. So ask yourself, wouldn't it make sense to have a combination of tools available to boost your learning? This basis in real science is why the Rocket Express learning system is proven to work with all learners, because it doesn't just provide one learning style, it provides all 4. And this is why Rocket Languages continues to outperform any other approach on the market that only uses one learning style and overwhelms people with massive amounts of boring vocabulary, grammar, and sentences that are of no use in the real world. And this is why Rocket Languages will work for you, because everything has been proven to work and the entire system is broken down into small, manageable chunks that don't require more than 30 minutes a day. That's good news. So now you can kiss goodbye the hard way of learning a language, because there is a much, much easier, more enjoyable, and infinitely more effective way, which has been scientifically proven to work. For 10 years, people around the globe have proven the simple methods that co-founder Jason and his team have created in this premium language learning system. In fact, after seeing it work with over 1 million people around the world, proof of which you will see in a moment, I'm absolutely convinced that you can speak and understand any language and have fun doing it in only 30 minutes a day without Herculean effort or grueling willpower, using Rocket Languages. Now it's your turn. Now you can try it for yourself. It's easy and fun and guaranteed to work for you from the very first lesson, regardless of your age, your learning style, or your current ability. Here's what you'll receive when you take action today. When you choose from any one of the Rocket Language courses, you'll gain instant 24/7 lifetime online access to the complete Rocket Express learning system available entirely online. Inside this award-winning system is a comprehensive program including 30-plus interactive audio tracks, over 30 language and culture lessons, plus language master games with more than 25 levels to get you quickly and easily thinking, speaking, and understanding only the words and phrases you need for daily conversation. This fun and motivating approach to learning comes with lifetime updates, free upgrades, and gives you well over 100 hours of repeatable tuition in each course. You also get instant access to the largest community of native speakers and language enthusiasts for any questions you might have. But they don't stop there. Over the years, they've added many more learning tools like Rocket Record, Progress Tracking, Hear It Say It, which is designed to improve your ear for any language, the Advanced Learning Technique series of articles, Know It, the self-testing technology for enhancing your recall, My Vocab, My Badges, the motivational point system, and much more. So here's a short breakdown of each section of this proven course. Using the 30-plus interactive audio lessons, you'll master real-world conversations in record time. Every lesson is based on modern conversations so that you'll be proficiently speaking and understanding conversations in no time at all. Using the more than 30 language and culture lessons, you'll grasp quickly and simply how language works and gain unique insights into the way people think, so that you'll blend in seamlessly with the culture instead of standing out like a tourist. In fact, unlike competitors who bombard you with vocabulary but don't instruct you on how it works, Rocket Languages does. Using the testing area, you'll be able to measure and track your progress through fun and engaging tests that reinforce your listening, pronunciation, writing, and recall skills. This means you'll know where you are and where you're heading next at all times. Using the Language Master games, you'll discover new ways to learn your chosen language. Each game gets you to hear exactly how words and phrases are supposed to sound, so your ear is tuned into natural speech. This powerful and fun approach to learning makes understanding the language simple. It also means you'll stay motivated and excited every day. Using the Rocket Record technology, you'll be speaking with perfect pronunciation right from the very first lesson. This powerful and interactive voice comparison tool is designed to help you perfect your accent quickly and easily so that even the locals won't be able to tell the difference. Using My Forum, you'll gain a whole new host of friends, insights into the course, and have a place to share your successes with people who want to help. This means you'll get constructive feedback, support, and guidance from others who are taking the same course as you. All of this means you can learn at your own pace. You can perfect your accent while you learn. You can access your course from any computer, tablet, or smartphone. You can become confident with the culture as well as the language. You can tailor your learning to match exactly what you need. You can download the interactive audio tracks to learn at home, while you exercise, cook, eat lunch, travel, or during your daily commute. Truly, Rocket Language learners have a clear advantage. Listen, once you take a Rocket Languages course, you will discover an amazing new source of freedom, one that will allow you to unlock your potential. Imagine if there were no limits, what you could accomplish once you knew a second or third language. What would you be, have, or do? Take charge of your life. Imagine you have taken this course already, and you are proficient at speaking and understanding a new language. What decisions have you taken? Which goals have you achieved? What does the swell of confidence feel like? Attain your true goals. If you could go and have whatever you wanted through learning a new language, what would you wish for? Remove your roadblocks. If you haven't already achieved what you want to do in life, and learning a new language is what you need, this is a perfect way to remove one more obstacle. Meet the right people. Knowing a second or third language could be the turning point that allows you to meet all the right people, a soulmate, career move, or an educational opportunity to study or work abroad. This could be what you need to finally get what you deserve, but you need to take action now. Select your language and click the red order button below. Listen, when you join Rocket Languages today, you join satisfied language learners around the world who have already discovered the secrets to speaking and understanding a foreign language using this proven system. Just listen to what Keith Castleton had to say. Rocket Spanish takes a comprehensive approach to language learning, and the thing that I like most is that it focuses on getting you comfortable with conversational Spanish. I've tried a competitor, and even considered purchasing their Spanish language software, but I'm glad that I found Rocket Spanish before spending hundreds of dollars on a less effective program. Or hear what Kelly from Chicago had to say. So after just 2 weeks, all I can say is it's awesome. I'm speaking and comprehending everything they teach. I always felt that I wasn't learning real-life language skills and could never put it together. This course gives me exactly what I need. They teach real-life situations and don't bombard you with the grammar rules like classes and books do, but you still learn this stuff too. Then, of course, there is Larry from Washington, who's a mountain guide. He said, "It has helped me tremendously in situations like making hut reservations and hotel reservations and managing my group through the mountains and, more importantly, through the towns and restaurants and shops. It's been a great program for me. It's giving me the confidence to travel and to be responsible for people in these places." And for those who think age would prevent them, listen to what Rachel said. "It was just what I needed for the type of learner that I am. Audio supported by visual, downloadable text. I recommend this highly. Your staff is very supportive and we're very understanding, as I am advanced in years and not very computer literate, in answering my questions. My purpose in learning the Italian language is to continue stimulating my little gray cells and widening my intellectual horizons. Your program is helping to do this." And that's just a few of the letters and emails from satisfied men and women from 120 different countries that Rocket Languages has received over the past 10 years. Look, I believe the Rocket Express learning system is revolutionary because it proves once and for all that you and other people don't have to suffer from frustration, confusion, years of studying, or paying for costly private tutors. You can learn any language simply by following the step-by-step plan laid out inside Rocket Languages' online interactive course. In fact, I promise you will immediately speak in a new language, right from the very first lesson, which you can be taking just 2 minutes from now. Okay, so you've watched this far. You're eager to get started, but you want to know what this incredible learning system is going to cost you. Good question. Well, look at it this way. There is nothing else like this out there on the market, so it's tricky to compare it to anything. And value is a hard thing to determine sometimes for a product. A lot of companies charge based on the amount of research and development that went into creating a product. Yet I know for a fact that Rocket Languages simply wants to place this into the hands of people who, just like Jason and Mark, were at one time overwhelmed, frustrated, and disillusioned with language learning. So let's do a fast comparison and look at some of the alternatives and what you would have to pay if you wanted to learn a foreign language. Last time I checked, if you decided to buy one of our competitors' software packages, the ones you so often see advertised on the TV, you could be paying upwards of $500 to cover everything you need, never mind additional lessons that you may need to take. Next, if you decided to take a language class, you'd be looking at paying close to $200 a term, and that doesn't include the cost of textbooks and time away from the things you really want to be doing. Alternatively, you might consider hiring a local or online private tutor, but at the bare minimum you would be paying close to $50 an hour. Sure, it's smart to get one-on-one attention, but it can be very expensive and there is no guarantee their method of teaching is going to work for you. Who knows, maybe they focus on a learning style that doesn't gel with the way you grasp language. Plus, you can't repeat a lesson without paying them again. With Rocket Languages, you can repeat any lesson anytime you want, and they cover all 3 major learning styles. Finally, maybe you've considered enrolling in a college or university course. No doubt you've probably already seen that tuition could cost you anywhere between $1,500 to $2,000 on the low end, and let's face it, that means you're going to be busy wading through vocabulary lists, heavy textbooks, and juggling with more than you need in order to speak and understand a language. Truth is, you don't need to spend a huge amount of money or years behind a desk to become proficient at daily conversation. Rocket Languages provides a simple, quick, and affordable means of achieving your language goal while allowing you to continue doing what you want. It's that flexible. And finally, maybe you've considered simply diving in at the deep end and trying to learn through complete immersion in a foreign country. You know, booking a flight, paying for accommodation, and just flying by the seat of your pants. Trust me, it can work well, but it will take months, if not years, and that doesn't begin to take into account the cost of doing it, which could cost you anywhere from $5,000 up to $15,000. It's not exactly the easiest or cost-efficient way to learn. So how much is it worth to you to save all that money and time? Well, By now you should see a red order button below this presentation. The shipped version of this amazing online course sells for $299.95. Now, I don't know about you, but I would easily pay $299 once to save 5 to 12 times that much, and all that time away from the things that really matter to me. But you're not going to be charged anywhere near that amount. In fact, when you take action today, you will save $200 and get instant 24/7 lifetime access to an entire Rocket Languages premium online course for just $99.95. And to sweeten the pot even further, you'll also receive an additional free bonus valued at $49.95. Your free gift that you can take advantage of now is called the Rocket Languages Survival Kit, which is a must-have for anyone needing a crash course in the essentials before and even after they touch down. Inside the kit, you get up to 10 Rocket Languages vocab sessions with over 4 hours of interactive audio that targets the essential words and phrases and their pronunciation. Think of this like your very own Swiss Army knife for language learning. That's extremely fun, versatile, and proven to work. That's a total savings of $249.95 you receive when you order now for only $99.95. Go ahead, select your language and click the red order button below, and you can be learning in just 2 minutes. I'm so convinced that you'll love how simple yet highly effective the Rocket Express learning system is that I want to remove all the roadblocks and obstacles that are standing in your way by letting you know about Rocket Language's risk-free, no questions, no hassles, 60-day money-back guarantee. This is how it works. First, choose the language you want to learn. Then try everything I have described in this presentation. See for yourself the almost unbelievable results right from the very first lesson, and then continue to use it over the next 60 days. If the Rocket Express learning system doesn't offer everything I say, if it doesn't help you learn a second or third language, help you to speak with a perfect accent and understand clearly what is said to you, no matter how you use it, then simply get in touch for every cent of your money back within a full 60 days. That's right. You'll notice immediate and dramatic advancements in 1, your speaking, 2, your understanding, and 3, your enjoyment of learning, or contact Rocket Languages for a full prompt refund, no questions asked. You literally have nothing to lose. Act today. Think about it. I've shown you the results that people are getting. I've shown you the immense value of what you are getting. Just imagine the doors and experiences that Rocket Languages can open up for you. Advance your career, your lifestyle, your love life, and your confidence. Yet, how will you ever know unless you try it for yourself? And there's no risk in ordering the course now and trying it for yourself because you're completely covered by the 60-day money-back guarantee. All you need to do is choose the language you want to learn from the drop-down menu below and click the red order button, and you'll immediately be taken to the 100% safe and secure order page. After ordering, you'll be prompted to create your own secure private password to log into the Rocket Languages members area. It's that easy. Honestly, the fact that you're still watching this proves you're interested in making a better life for yourself by learning a second language. You already know you have the ability to get most of what you want out of life. Rocket Languages will get you there faster, and it will demonstrate what's really possible for you. Isn't it worth spending a moment of your time now to find out the secrets of how it makes all the difference? No matter what your current situation is, your life can be transformed, and you can be speaking a new language after your very first lesson. Or you can let this opportunity pass you by and find yourself 1 or 2 years down the road no further ahead. The choice is yours. All you need to do now is say yes. Choose the language you want to learn from the drop-down below and click the red order button that says, "Get the Rocket Express learning system for just $99.95. Once you see how powerful this language learning approach is and how quickly you can learn and use it, you'll be glad you ordered today. I guarantee it.